Hello, my name is Tyler McCall with the Center for Presidential History at SMU, joined today by Dr. Christopher Nichols of the Ohio State University. Dr. Nichols, thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So my first question for you is, what does it mean as a nation to adhere to an ideology rather than saying, no, we stand by the best interests of our citizenry and foreign policy will be made strictly on that basis?
The US is sort of born out of ideology, right? An anti-monarchical, anti-imperialist sort of sensibility to create the first democracy in sort of world, modern world history. And so it's from the very inception, it's an ideological country, an ideological project, right? Democracy for the people. It's slowly over time that group has expanded, but however you want to think about it, or however you might want to problematize that, it's an ideological project.
At the CPH, we are, of course, interested in how American history intersects with the presidency. So, how does your work speak to the decisions made in the executive office?
It absolutely speaks to the decisions of the executive office. I mean, so from the speeches that we know presidents make to the policies that they endorse, ideology has a shaping influence on virtually everything. Pausing to reflect on that is not always something that presidents have done, and that's partly what we need historians to do: go back through the historical record, look at all the documents, and figure it out. The way in which, for instance, the Barack Obama administration argued against ideology. In fact, when they were running in 2008, they argued that they would put, quote, pragmatism over ideology. And yet, I would argue there's been no more ideologically driven intellectual presidency than the Obama administration. So part of what this long history suggests is that that's actually really common, that presidential administrations say they're not shaped by a profound ideology, or they're not using ideology as a part of their toolkit to do policy. And yet, when you look at policy documents, you look at the National Security Council planning documents, you find ideology all over it, sometimes even competing ideologies, which is also really interesting and important to unpack.
Well, we're super excited to hear about it. Dr. Nichols, thank you so much for joining me today, and we look forward to seeing you again via Zoom on Thursday, December 1st.
Great. Thanks so much for having me. Can't wait to join you.